On the news tonight, Obasanjo Jonathan could foresee transformative leadership for Africa. INEC releases notice of 2027 general election. Hello and welcome to the news desk at 7 on Nta Ijebu Ode. My name is Ifeoluwa Ashaolu and here are the details of our bulletin. 50 years after its defining, African has come of age. Addressed at OAU Summit in Addis Ababa, the Murtala Muhammad Foundation is revisiting the meaning of African sovereignty and leadership question in a rapidly changing world. It was at the 2026 Murtala Muhammad Memorial Lecture Series where Secretary to the Government of the Federation, George Akume, represented President Bola Tinubu. Kelvin Ebonoye report.
In this hall are past and current political office holders from across Africa, including two of Nigeria's former presidents. The goal, as envisaged by the Murtala Muhammad Foundation, is to, through keynote reflections and dialogue, translate the legacy of former head of state into action by using his thoughts on governance to strengthen institutions, renew leadership standards, and position Africa on the global stage where its leaders and citizens can pride themselves as Africans. But steps towards this lofty objective have become too slow and uninspiring to the younger generation, and they urge Nigeria to rise to the challenge of leading the continent with transformative leadership.
If Africa has to come of age, Africa has to go at the rate of 9–10% GDP growth every year.
General Murtala Muhammad came to power at a critical moment in Nigerian political history. What distinguished him was his clarity of purpose. He led with a decisiveness and unmistakable sense of national duty.
Murtala's speech was at its core a defense of African humanity. He spoke against systems that denied the African person his or her full worth.
The Murtala Muhammad Memorial Lecture Series is an annual convergence of thought leaders and leading voices on the continent to examine the future of governance and development in Africa. In Abuja, Kelvin Ebonoye, NTA News.
At a time more constitutional changes of government appear to be gaining ground in some part of Africa, Nigeria's former head of state, General Yakubu Gowon, is urging members of the armed forces to remain professional and committed to democratic governance. This was at the unveiling of a book in honor to Minister of Defense, Christopher Musa, titled The Military Iconic Leader of Our Time.
Nigeria!
The book, The Military Iconic Leader of Our Time, authored in honor of General Christopher Musa, highlights the critical role of military leadership in safeguarding the nation and advancing the vision of a secure, prosperous and united Nigeria. The major character in the book and the Minister of Defense noted that the book stands as a testament to the professionalism of the armed forces, the resilience of Nigerian people and their collective commitment to building a secure, patriotic and thriving nation.
Because of the dedication of our armed forces and other agencies, many communities today sleep in greater safety. Our economic activity is steadily returning to previously disrupted areas. These are not abstract gains. They represent real life improved.
One after the other, they echoed the need for the military to uphold democratic principles and remain loyal to constitutional authority.
Make sure that, yes, your loyalty to your country, your loyalty, to your head of state or leader, of the country.
The retired CDS needs every possible support of the National Assembly and of course the federal arm of government, because we have to enable him. We have to enable the armed forces.
There has to be support for our armed forces. We don't diminish our armed forces because the armed forces is an instrument of national power.
The book highlights critical values including discipline, integrity, patriotism, and selfless service as fundamental to strengthening national unity and align closely with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's renewed hope agenda.
The United Nations has declared 2026 as the International Year of the Woman Farmer, an initiative supported by the International Fund for Agricultural Development. This United Nations declaration seeks to recognize and empower women who play a vital role in food production and security. Musa Baba Aliyu report.
In Nigeria, there is a popular slogan, "No woman, no food on the table," which highlights the crucial role of women in food production, from land cultivation and marketing to value addition. Not only in Nigeria, but also across Africa, Asia and Europe, women are recognized as key drivers in agricultural activities. At the 49th Governing Council meeting of IFAD in Rome, delegates discussed the challenges facing women farmers.
Smallholder farmers grow 1/3 of the world's food. Women are central to that system, and yet they receive less than 1% of global climate finance. This is not a technical oversight. It is a structural failure of our political and financial systems.
There were also a roundtable discussion on the impact of IFAD's support for women farmers through its intervention programs. The Minister of Agriculture and Food Security, Abubakar Kyari, who is also the chairperson of the Governing Council, emphasized that focusing on youth and women in agriculture aims to unlock economic opportunities, drive innovation, and foster inclusive growth, strengthening food systems and reducing hunger and poverty worldwide.
It has become clear that the journey from farm to market is not solely about production. It is about people. It is about young innovators with ideas, energy, and the determination to build sustainable livelihood and transform rural economies.
Nigeria is currently benefiting from IFAD's support under the Value Chain Development Program, VCDP, and Livelihood Improvement Family Enterprise Life ND Program in the Niger Delta. Musa Baba Aliyu, NTA News.
The 2027 Presidential and National Assembly election is to hold in February 2027, while that of governorship and state houses of assembly election scheduled for March 2027. INEC Chairman Professor Johash Amokwiton announced this at the Commission's headquarters in Abuja. Timothy Yusuf report.
The release of the notice of elections and schedule of activities for the 2027 general election is taken pursuant to the provisions of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as amended and Section 28 of the Electoral Act 2022, which mandate INEC to publish the notice of election not later than 360 days before the date appointed for the election.
The Commission hereby sets in motion the electoral process for the 2027 general election and fixes the date of the 2027 general election as follows. 1. Presidential and National Assembly election will come on the 20th February 2027. 2. Governorship and State Houses of Assembly will be 6 March 2027.
However, it states Anambra, Bayelsa, Edo, Ekiti, Imo, Kogi, Ondo, and Osun will not hold any governorship election in 2027, with their elections falling in off-cycle. In accordance with approved timetable and schedule of activities, INEC chairman disclosed that party primaries will be conducted within the statutory period stipulated by law. The INEC chairman also reacts to the current electoral amendment bill that is pending in the National Assembly.
It is imperative to note that while we are eager to adopt any amendments that may strengthen our electoral processes, we must also act in accordance with the existing provisions of the Electoral Acts.
Political parties are strongly advised to adhere strictly to the timelines. Timothy Yusuf, NTA News.
This is the news text at 7 on Nta Ijebu Ode. We will be going on a short break now. Please stay tuned.
Oh, what a wonderful world of Sure Clean detergent.
Oh, yes.
you can have a clean and bright wash with SureClean. SureClean detergent is tough on stains, gentle on your hands, and leaves clothes smelling fresh. Oh, see, for clean white and all colors, SureClean detergent makes you shine. As you spread it all, you can see the shine of SureClean brightness. Now, wear your smile with pride and nothing to hide. SureClean detergent makes your family clean and happy. SureClean detergent, happiness with every wash.
Welcome back and thanks for rejoining us. Teen Skills Advancement Initiative are trained girls from selected secondary school in Ijebu North local government of Ogun State on valuable knowledge and skills to control your health and well-being. The initiator, Ms. Hassan Abiola, while addressing the convergence, revealed that the program is aimed at empowering the girl child with focus on menstrual hygiene and other vital health issues. The correspondent who was at the program has the details. The Teen Skills Advancement Initiative, established to constantly educate girls' child on hygienic lifestyle, brings together selected secondary school girls in Ijebu North local government Ogun State and serving core members. Giving the overview of the initiative, the project lead, Teen Skills, Ms. Hassan Abiola, noted that the program was aimed at enlightening young girls, particularly those of school age, on the importance of embracing menstrual hygiene during their monthly menstrual cycle.
Menstruation is not a taboo, and it's not something that you can't show yourself that you are doing it. So you should be proud of it. If you are menstruating, you should be proud of it that you are menstruating. You love the lady you are becoming.
Medical experts, while speaking on the theme, Flow with Dignity, encouraged participants to take as serious their hygienic lifestyle also as well during the menstrual cycle to avoid contaminated disease and infections. Representative of Soft Care Sanitary Pad, the sponsor of the program, Dr. Mrs. Yusuf Adurayemi, revealed further that the initiative is to empower and encourage young girls and teenagers to embrace their menstruation with pride.
A whole lot of practices has been said today that they should do, a whole lot of hygienic things so that will help their health and ensure that they live a normal and a healthy life.
It's all about the encouragement and the support given to them to encourage more of it for the younger ladies out there. That's why we came up with the support of giving them the sanitary pad, which is soft care, for the way I work.
Expressing their appreciation, the beneficiaries of the program also shared their valuable gains from the program.
I've learned to be a girl, to have confidence in myself during my menstrual days, and I've learned a lot of things actually, and I really gain a lot.
Today, as the topic says, Spirit Dignity, it teaches us, we girl students, how to make use of our pad and how to protect our body during our menstrual period. They teach us the health hygiene during menstrual period, like menstrual cramps, what we should do. Like they taught us about harassment. When people are harassing us, we should speak out, and other many lessons we learned today.
Activities at the event including demonstration of proper use and disposal of sanitary pad, introduction of renewable pad and pad boxes, as well as distribution of sanitary materials and certificates to the newly installed of Eleleyi of Eleyi Shagamu Remo Oba Olusola Ayobola Jayesimi has reaffirmed his commitment to preserving the cultural heritage of Shagamu Remo Kingdom, improve standard of education among the youth, as well foster healthy relationship in his domain. Oba Olusola Jayesimi made his commitment during his formal presentation to the Akarigbo of Remo, Oba Babatunde Adewale Ajayi, in his palace, Shagamu Remo. Fatima Hassan witnessed the ceremony and completes the report.
On arrival, Oba Olusola Ayobola Jayesimi was ushered into the palace of Akarigbo of Remoland, where he took an oath of office and allegiance and received prayers from the paramount ruler for his successful reign. Shortly after the oath, the Akarigbo of Remo, Oba Babatunde Adewale Ajayi, thereafter bestowed the new title, the new Eleleyi of Eleyi Shagamu Remo, Oba Olusola Ayobola Jayesimi, amidst pomp and pageantry. The newly installed Oba gave his deep understanding of the kingdom's rich traditions and culture, and reaffirmed his commitment to preserving the cultural heritage of Shagamu Remo Kingdom. Oba Olusola Ayebola Jayisimi said he is set to join hands with the Akaribo and other traditional councils in the development of the ancient town.
The support I got from them, from both the family, the head of the family, the youth, the member of the community, and everybody, in the community. We have descendants, we have royal family there, we have people living with us there. And so everybody, they are so cooperative, there is no problem with them. And I'm very, very happy.
His wife, other dignitaries and well-wishers commended Akaribo for the choice of Oba Olusola Ayebola Jayisimi and the title.
Today's event is very lovely, and we thank God. We appreciate all people from Remo Kingdom and our Royal Majesty Oba Babatunde Ajayi. We thank him. We all love it because we've been expecting these days since last year. So glory be to God today that it happens to be like this.
The symbolic event marked the formal recognition of Oba Olusola Ayebola Jayisimi's leadership role in Eleyi Kingdom. The atmosphere was also filled with excitement and a sense of hope for a brighter future. Thereafter, a reception was held in his honor where guests were entertained. From Shagamu Remo, Fatima Hassan, NTA News.
In the spirit of love, unity, and sportsmanship, dignitaries, parents, and guardians gathered to witness the 8th annual inter-sport competition of Command Day Secondary School, Nta Ijebu. The event showcased sporting talent among students and excitement among members of the community. Ayomide Ogukombi has the details.
It was a memorable day of excitement and sporting excellence as Command Day Secondary School, Nta Ijebu held its 8th annual inter-sport competition. The event brought together dignitaries, parents, and students who were filled with joy and energy as the students participated in various track and field events, showcasing their athletic skills. In his open remark, the chairman of the day, Otumba Kunle Kalejaye, described sports as a unifying factor that keeps the country together, irrespective of language and tribe, highlighting the effort of the Nigerian Army in defending the nation's territorial integrity. Advised parents and guardians not to discourage their children and wards from participating in sports.
Sports is also a unifying factor. It's a friendly rivalry that is currently going on, but the students love it. Even the parents and we as the observers, we love what we are saying. And we appreciate Command who has sustained this. This is the great edition. And I want to believe they will be celebrating Golden Jubilee. That is, I pray they continue to sustain it.
Also speaking, the commandant of the school, Lieutenant Colonel Kabiru Mohammed Abdul, pointed out that sports have several positive impacts in fostering teamwork, unity, and discipline.
As such, by organizing this, we are not only teaching them in the four walls of the classroom, but also to bring out the sportsmanship in them, in the children, to discover who they are.
Events of the day were keenly contested among the 5 houses, where Reno Studios House Red Color emerged as the overall champion. Other houses such as Hippopotamus with green color came second, Stallion House in blue color took third place, Tiger House with yellow color came fourth, and the Dragon House with purple color finished fifth. Some of the dignitaries present applauded the students for the skill and enthusiasm displayed during the event, however, urged them to always balance academics with sport.
One is very unique in the sense that I've been witnessing the dance sport in this command for the past 2 or 3 years. This one is a different one.
It's something that is encouraging and brings people together, especially the children and the parents. So I believe that this event has actually lifted a lot of spirits today, and I'm looking forward to much more of it.
Parents who also lent their forces commended the school management and teacher for their dedication, expressed satisfaction with the impressive performance of their children. Being with excitement, some students saw the competition as a welcome break from academics, added that they are looking forward to the next edition of the competition. From Nta Ijebu, Ayomide Ogukombi for NTA News.
And that completes the news text at 7 on Nta Ijebu Ode. Many thanks for watching. Good night.
Oh, what a wonderful world of SureClean detergent. Oh yes, you can have a clean and bright wash with SureClean. SureClean detergent is tough on stains, gentle on your hands, and leaves clothes smelling fresh. Oh see, for clean white and all colors, SureClean detergent makes you shine. As you spread it all, you can see the shine of SureClean brightness. Now, wear your smile with pride and nothing to hide. SureClean detergent makes your family clean and happy. SureClean detergent, happiness with every wash.